this time around, we're gonna start taking all the stuff out of the boxes, see how they look. Just a quick disclaimer: all the products that you see in this video, I purchased out of my own pocket. So let's go have some fun. Okay, so here comes the part where we're gonna start unboxing our stuff, our loot from the other day, and let's see what we can find. Fortunately, I'm not gonna have nothing fancy, just flat head screwdriver. That will do it. Alright, so I managed to get the case out of the box, and before I show you guys the case, this is what the box says that it has. And it looks like some kind of frame, or I think it's a mesh, side panels, the back protectors for the slots, some other thing here. Evidently has 3 fans. I'm not quite sure they are LEDs. And it has, of course, the front panel, some carrying cages, some more carrying cages here, probably for the SSDs, the regular SSDs, and of course the rest of the case. So let's go ahead and meet the case. Let me put this here, and perhaps we can have a good shot at it. At least well protected. At least it seems like. Get this out. Put this aside. Okay. As you can see, it's white color, of course, frozen white according to the box. And looking at the top, yes, there is a mesh on this, and it looks like it's glued on. Yeah, in fact, you can see the double-sided tape around here, and it's not quite on center of the indentation here. I guess it's good for dust and stuff like that, but you can you take it out? Oh, wait a minute. Look at that. It's it's a magnet. Okay, alright. So let's position that on center. Alright, I feel much better now. It's on center. It's not metal, it looks like it's plastic or something like that, but this is good. You can wash this and all that. It prevents less dust to get in there. It's not going to prevent water from seeping through, that's for sure. Or if you have cats that like to leave their mark, yeah, it will seep through it, that's for sure. Ask me how I know. So upon examining the top here, a power button, we have a reset button according to this here, and this is an LED button here. Okay, we gotta take a look, see what source of LEDs we have in there. All right, and of course your typical small format millimeters mic and headset, and of course two regular USB and a USB Type C up front. Okay, let's look at the back. So maybe we are symmetrical on what we are exploring. All right. So it looks like we have another mesh cover down here for the power supply. That's where the power supply will be breathing air. Probably in. It depends on the power supply, but the airflow has to match with everything else. So there is an actual flow, and there's nothing fighting against each other. So it's important, the orientation of your fans, and we'll go over that later. Okay, so let's come out back. Okay, so obviously the back fan over here. Yes, I guess you can change the height, which is good, and not only that, but if you have a bigger fan, if it fits, you'll be able to accommodate it as much as possible. But it's good that you'll be able to slide it in the event that it doesn't quite blow where you need to. So that's good. Of course, you have your various slot protectors here, and this here will slide in and out to reinforce the cards, whatever is sitting there. So and of course it facilitates installing the car as well. When this is open, you're able to slide the car, rock the car back and forth, and you have room for it to pop out from the motherboard. Because remember, you're gonna have a side lip here from the retainer in the back. But anyway, so that's where your power supply is gonna go. Even though remember, this is a $34 case, so far so good. Edges are cable safe, child safe. Nothing sharp, which is perfect. Not that you're gonna be rubbing your hands around this, but it's good. Okay, let's go to this side. Obviously, nothing much going on over here. The gauge of the case is equivalent to a regular gauge of material. Okay, just in case if you missing the first power button, reset, LED, your mic and headphone jacks, your USB. It says 3 there, but of course it's depending what you have plugged in, on the onto the motherboard, of course. And now make sure they have version 3, of course, and your Type C. This is nothing. So moving on to the front. It's a metal grill here, and it looks like it has 2 fans. Can I pop this open? I'm not sure if I can pop this open, but we'll find out. There's another gap in here. Okay, so let's turn it to the side. Okay, so it's glass, tempered glass. Okay, handled with care. It doesn't say unbreakable glass. It says tempered glass, which means that if by any chance you manage to break it, it would just simply shatter into a million gazillion pieces, so you don't cut yourself. You just have a big mess to clean. So kind of sort of a give and take. Sharp edges and less pieces to clean, or a gazillion billion pieces. You don't get cut, but you end up cleaning it for the rest of your life, because pretty sure it will end up everywhere. Just don't break. Okay, so I see there is a little handle here. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but those little tabs there, those are the hinges for the door. It only has two. It reminds me of those bird cages that you get from the store, and they have just those simple, really cheap hinges. I guess it makes it easier to remove the glass if you need to. I guess slide it up and remove it, maybe. Oh yeah, there you go. Okay, I guess I'll take that back. It makes it a lot easier to just slide it out and hopefully don't drop the glass. Whoa. Okay. So the glass doesn't have a frame all around. That's just, that white thing there is just decorative. That white band is just decorative. The frame is just on the front and back edge. And that looks like magnets, perhaps. Those little tabs there, and the little nipple there, I guess that's a locking mechanism. But yeah, so no edge framing, just the front and back. So the glass pretty much is everything. Okay. Now, it's not a load-bearing wall, nothing like that. So it's not like you're gonna be putting your car on top of it. So yeah, it will do. So let's put this to the side. Try not to break it. Okay. So the inners. Again, the gauge of the steel is normal gauge for a $34 case. It's not like it's going to collapse on itself. So it's good. I'm looking for sharp edges. It's very important to, yes, you might probably sacrifice a finger or two or an arm, but it's always good to look for the sharp edges, because the least thing you want to do is for your cables to find the sharp edges. So as carefully as you can, go ahead and try to look for those things now that the case is completely open, and this way you're not going to regret it later. Okay, so everything seems to be good. You have a couple cable protectors here, but not up here. And actually not here either, where the cables for the top controls come through. That kind of doesn't make sense. But at least I can say it has some kind of protection. And the thing is that you're going to have power cables most likely coming through here that will feed the motherboard. For, I think the ones that typically goes on the top handles the first power input into the motherboard. Okay. Then typically at the bottom you have then the cables that will be coming from your buttons, and this way typically are for your hard drives, in addition all the cables that go into the motherboard from the side, and of course feeding your video card. The power for the hard drives and stuff like that, usually they may probably be accommodated coming from the bottom, because I'm not quite sure how much space I will have with just these two pass through. Obviously this here is just simply for breathing, for the motherboard to be breathing. The CPU and memory is usually in this area, so it's good that there is space so you can actually breathe. The motherboard can actually breathe from the bottom side. In here are typically your slots for your cards. Obviously, you have the pass through on the side here that allows you to connect to the peripherals on the back. Okay, so now the front. What's the deal with the front? So if I have so I'll install, and where are the rest of the things that the box said that he had? Huh. Am I missing this stuff? Oh no, wait. Oh wait, there's more. There's some stuff down there. Some cables, probably from the top controllers. Okay, and this thing down there. Okay, that thing down there probably lives down there. They had it kind of like on the separate piece on the items list on the box. So okay, so let's go ahead and turn these two thumb screws. Pretty sure that okay, that was very easy. I didn't have to fight with it. Which of course is a good thing, a bad thing, that these parts come out so easily. It's a good thing because you don't have to fight with it, of course. It's a bad thing because there's gonna be, if you live in a dusty environment, yes, fine, it has holes all over the place, but you have additional intrusion of dust coming in everywhere, and perhaps interrupts the airflow that you may be looking for. Again, it's not like it is oh my god, you have an 8-inch hole, on the side of your case or nothing like that. But yeah, that's just me, ODC. Okay, so yeah. All right, so let's see. Yeah, we have one of those in the motherboard. Not quite sure what that is, but we're gonna find out. And yeah, that's for power for a drive. All right, so yes, we'll find out more about this loom right here, where they go, etc., etc. So this single drive slot, very interesting. So even though the machine does have space for, it's very light, by the way, just I guess it's okay, it'll be fine, doesn't bother me. Even though you have space up here to have like a drive cage or what have you, for I don't know, CD-ROM your floppy disks drive. Yeah, no, just kidding. It doesn't have that. What it seems like, of course, nowadays everything is USB and all that stuff, which is fine. And if you need to have a CD-ROM drive installed, this machine will not help you with that, or this case will not help you with that. There's no shelf in here for that. So that means that the only place that you can install a traditional spinning mechanical drive is this single position here in this caddy. That's the only one that you have available to you. Okay, let's see. What is this here? Okay, so this is where you will install your typical SATA drive, 3¼ SATA drives. Pretty much you just put the screws through the bottom. It will be. Oh, sorry. There goes the case. You install it facing upside on this side. Screw from the bottom, face it on the top side, and just simply screw it down. That is, of course, if your drive screw alignment allows you to screw it down, which you probably will. So you have two spots for that solid state drive. Of course, the M2s will be on the motherboard themselves in a single spinning mechanical drive. Obviously, yes, you could install an SSD drive here because you have the screw holes here that will allow you to screw it down. So yes, so you have many different places where you can install your SSD drive, but a single 5¼ drive there. So let's see what's inside this box. What little presents do we have? Let's see. Let's open it up. Okay. Again, using my handy dandy screwdriver. Don't leave home without this one. Trust me. Perfect size for small screws and all that. So you can take an entire laptop with this drive, with this screwdriver. And if you can take a laptop apart with that, yes. I guess this could be the equivalent to a sonic screwdriver, an actual screwdriver. Yeah, I think so. Remind me to paint it blue. All right, so what do we have here? In this little box we have the instructions for the case. We have pictures and all that good stuff. Okay, yeah, we'll take a look at that. Our camera, so that way I'll sound smart later on. And we have a whole bunch of screws and of course motherboard speaker. If you want to install it, if yours doesn't come with that, or if you even care about it. It looks like you have some other little things here and there, fasteners and all that good stuff that you may not use because your motherboard may already come with some of that stuff. Your SSD drive may come with that. But it's good that it actually includes some of this stuff here. Okay, so again, it was only $30, so can't complain much. can't complain much. Obviously, until I find out I cannot install some of the stuff I want. But hopefully that doesn't happen. Again, looking for those sharp edges. They actually have fold these edges here, but they didn't do it on this one, which is the ones that actually they install the cables. They know what it. Oh wow. Okay. Breathe, just breathe. Okay. Let's see what else. The front. I need to find out how to open the front. The front's gotta open. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it does open, but it looks like you have to use the force. Anyway, yeah, no. Oh, okay. I don't think I broke it. At least not yet. But why would they make it so hard to open? So I guess because the case was not intended to have disk drives or SD card readers or fan controllers or what have you, that you typically will have, in a case to as an additional component. Since it was not designed for quick access and just simply to house the fans, I guess they thought that they'll make this a snap-on front. Which is kind of crazy. How about if I want to clean the fans or something? Or if I want to take my sandwich out. I mean, how, after it's done, how am I going to do that? Wow, okay. Alright. So, I guess we have to repeat that on the other side. Second. And it looks like there's some cables that are routed to the front of the case. Okay, let's see. Wow. Okay. All right. It's alive. It's alive. Okay. Let's see the front of this thing. So plenty of room for additional fans. So you can obviously easily install 3 of these. Not quite sure these are LEDs. No, it doesn't look like these are LED fans. But obviously you can install LED fans on various sizes. There is some kind of connector here that meets the front. As you can see, it's a connector that meets the front when the case is closed. This is okay. It's sturdy. It's a metal mesh with a plastic surrounding. And I'm not quite sure. There's a cable that goes towards the inside and towards the middle. It connects here. There's a cable that wraps around this fastener and it goes towards the front. So I guess it's for the button, maybe? I mean, for not the button, but this insignia. And there is something in the middle that doesn't have any function, just for decoration purposes. Not sure. But We will find out. Okay, well, let's go ahead and snap this in here, since I'm not gonna be installing any of my floppy drive readers, which is a bummer. Jeez, what am I gonna do without playing Doom or something like that? But anyway, so I'm gonna put this back on. Right. I'm gonna put everything back on since we're not there yet. So let's grab the back panel, and as we put the system together, we'll explore it more, the rerouting and stuff like that. And of course, I'll have a better shot at the workbench when we get to that point. Still looking for sharp edges, just to make sure. I cannot. Oh, jeez Louise. Okay, let's go ahead and put this on. Looks like. Oh, whoop, okay. Looks like those tabs down there slide inside those other receiving slots. Okay, looks like it's in. Okay, I'm gonna hand tighten. That's what those are, hand screws. It is not a car. You don't need to take out your air tools, cross stretch these things. It's hand tighten is just fine. You're not gonna go off-roading with it. I hate when for no reason at all, you just cannot take them out because somebody just went at it. They thought we're gonna go off-roading or something with it. PC or whatever. Although yes, you could, but not in one of these setups. But anyway, so go ahead and snap this in place. Fitting is good. The spacing is good. Nothing wonky, out of place, or nothing like that. So that means that the frame is straight, kind of like a car. We're just talking about it. But anyway, all right. So we're gonna put this to the side, and we're gonna go ahead and unbox the next item. Alright, that was a good video. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, go ahead and give us a thumbs up, subscribe. It will help the channel, obviously. See you in the next one.